Hey everyone, welcome to our crazy story today. Get ready because next up are some surprises that will have you rolling on the floor. After a wild ride of events, even though the first car was caught on camera, the police couldn't find him if he were hiding in their snack cabinet. When the SWAT team entered, they landed in his bomb trap, and with the bang, all commands and his getaway car went poof. The killer vanished like a ghost. Seriously, where's he hiding? But surprise! The police presence at the city exit was 3 times busier than rush hour. Every car was scrutinized. Even the lawyer impersonator was stopped. Opened the trunk. Police found a treasure trove, a sniper rifle. But oddly, after checking, the cop said, no problem, and let the killer go. The sniper rifle was cleverly concealed. He disassembled and reassembled it perfectly into the suitcase. Pull the handle, it transforms into a scope. Even divine beings couldn't find the sniper's hideout with this gear. The precinct erupted on hearing the news. The hotel was 3,815 meters from the scene. The world record is 3,540 meters, making the killer a superhero. Thankfully, the precinct is a brilliant detective who spots clues easily. After analyzing the footage, she spotted a few clues. Just 2 minutes and 52 seconds after the shooting, a fully armed man wandered off, dragging his luggage like he was leaving a bad vacation. Clearly, that guy was our killer. The detective paused the video and compared the killer's height to the length of the nearby car and deduced the precise suitcase size. But this made no sense. The suitcase was 60 cm tall. For a long-range shot, the barrel needed at least a meter. This means our killer was packing a modified gun in that suitcase. Things just got a lot simpler. All she had to do was find the gunsmith who did the modifications and follow the trail to the killer. Meanwhile, the killer had already left the UK and was on public transport, blending in like a spy in a sitcom. Little did he know, he was about to be unveiled. Back at the swanky mansion, he stowed the weapons away like a magician hiding tricks up his sleeve. Finally reunited with his wife, he played the role of the charming husband, hiding his true identity like a pro. She thought he was just back from a business trip and had no clue her husband was a top-tier killer in disguise. Once in the room, the killer flipped open a secret door, planning to contact his employer for his goal $3.75 million. But after a long wait, all he received was a curt reply from his employer, leaving our killer shaking with rage. He was determined to track down this clueless employer for a little revenge. He messaged the bank demanding to see the prepaid client's info. Well, the bank replied, sorry, buddy. The payer's overseas and we can't identify them either. What a bummer. Left with no choice, he prepared to dash off to Germany for a little detective work of his own. He had just returned and was about to leave again, with his wife seeing him off at the airport, tears and all. But the first thing he did after getting out of the car, he hopped into a taxi faster than a kid at a candy store. He slipped off his ring goodbye family man image. Next, his private stash, rummaging fake ID and money from all over. After selecting the German passport, he strolled out casually, without a care in the world. But little did he know, as he hailed another cab to the airport, he ran smack into his wife heading home. A chill ran down his spine. His wife quickly dialed his number, only to see it was off. This inevitably led her to wonder, could it be that her husband was cheating, filling her heart with doubts. Back home, she poured her heart out to her family, and Klingon vowed to get to the bottom of this. Meanwhile, Matt had just landed in Germany, cruising towards the bank without a care in the world. Suddenly, his phone rang. He answered it nervously, and guess what? It was a new client. Without even saying hello, they tossed him a cool $1 million. Talk about a warm welcome. But then, when the target turned out to be tech giant Elon Musk, Matt hesitated. Assassinating a big shot needs more cash. They agreed to meet at a restaurant. But when the woman arrived, all she found was a note from Matt. To keep things low-key, Matt had moved the meeting to a park classic spy moves. He had already disguised himself as a bald uncle, sneaking up on the woman like it was Halloween. Once he verified no one was around, they dove into a price negotiation. She offered a cool $50 million, but Matt shot it down faster than a bad movie. He asked for a whopping $100 million and planned to retire after this gig. Though Matt's asking price was exaggerated, the woman had a top-tier consortium backing her. She knew Musk would launch new software on the 28th, entitled the Revo, which would have an impact on the wallets of all the millionaires worldwide. This would make the assets transparent. So if he could eliminate him before that, a cool billion wouldn't be too bad after all. Matt scratched his head. He wasn't used to being rushed, but after a big gulp, he agreed. The woman tossed him a $20 million advance, ready for the next step like a kid waiting for a snack. If you enjoyed this story, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more laughs and surprises ahead.